Damn right apologize.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
I think it's going to take a lot for that to happen.
It may, but I am prepared to do what it takes. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Or you won't succeed.
How may I be of assistance?
Whenever we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Okay. I've had a thing for feline porn. I'm just kidding. So, why don't you and I go back into the med lab and, you know, I can check you for ticks or something. Never mind. Alright, how did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
You're right, it's gonna be boring. Yeah, please continue. Oh, I just want to know more, whatever.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Was it bad there?
Bad enough that Jedi rarely came to that place.
I know our homeworld.
But
It's not what you think of. And
Well,
a lot of people probably
everyone
know.
had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
And how'd you gain interest to the Order?
When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
So what did you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came. Although, perhaps I was not entirely ready for it. Or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
I'm wondering if I should switch her abilities or whatever. Or you know what I mean, right? Like, switch her wardrobe. And I take the red Jedi Knight uniform. It's the same as this. And that way it's a little more Sith. Everything's red. I don't know, though.
How may I be?
Catborn, telling you.
What is it you would like to...
Are you doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger.
No, go towards
I
it!
think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
Another mouth to feed.
I do not come here begging for scraps from you. I will earn my way with you. You will see just how valuable I am.
What?
How may I be of a... What is it you...
Nothing.
Of course.
Oh, and then she's changed her tune again. I love that. I think it's hilarious. Another mouth to feed. Yes, I know what it is. I'll do what I want. First, I want to talk to Basil.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan? Is it true? I don't know. Actually, I do.
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
So who killed Revan then?
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
If people don't know the story of Revan by now, clearly you just have been in a hole or don't really care too much about Star Wars. But being that, I'm going to hold my tongue about him, okay? Anyway. But you would have killed Revan eventually, right?
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember,
some do.
Revan and Malak were once
touching children.
Jedi,
No.
heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
No, I'm not done talking to you.
How can I help?
I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
So the Jedi separates children from their families?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love? I want to bring that topic up.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Okay. But if a Jedi were to love, surely it wouldn't be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
No. We'll be talking about this.
How can I help?
Damn!
Then I suggest...
Okay, hold on. Alright, I don't know if because I didn't answer Bastila's questions honestly, and I just kind of said, oh, I'm gonna bother you. She won't ever get in the love side, because apparently you can go the love route when you're dark side later down the road. Long story, but it's harder. So I don't know. Someone told me I have to go light side to get the relationship and then dark side later. I don't know, but let's talk to Sea Dog. No. Sea Dog.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to continue our discussion from before.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it.
You don't have a choice. Yes, but I'm bored, so spit it out.
Nice to know you're so full of concern. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt, though. I don't know why you're so interested.
I'm not. I'm bored.
Of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
That name sounds familiar.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think you would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst. I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
And that's why do you really believe that?
I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
I'd do the same thing in your shoes.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess.
But I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Told you.
Yes, what's it?
No. Okay.
You got it.
That's it. We've talked to everyone. We're up to speed. Alright. This is the order you're supposed to do things. You can do it any which way you want, but you'll get better rewards if you do it in this order. I like Manon. It's one of my favorite planets to go visit, but we'll get there eventually. Tatooine, the sandy, dirty piece of shit. Here we come. I guess we'll take Mission with me. Mission in Bastila. I'm not sure if I'll have to shoot some fighters. They'll do that randomly. Something tells me, though, we have cutscene. Oh, yes, sir. No problem, sir. We'll go get those cookies for you. All right. I know what he's about to talk about.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak, he served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
This little shrimp dick motherfucker stayed alive.
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Yes, I think that's about my character and his role. Another dream. I can't sleep. No. No, don't. No, please. Don't do it. I don't know why he's tossing and turning. It's just another... It shows you the area of where the star map is. That's all it is. Look at this fucking nightmare right here. It's terrible. Ooh. The boring Tatooine. However, there is a swoop track, and I can get some creds. Well, no, they give you like tokens, and you sell the tokens to anybody. I don't know why they don't just pay you credits. But each one's worth a lot, and you can actually get a lot of money.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yes, and I know where it is.
How can I help?
You wish to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you?
Of course not.
I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think.
Why not?
You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
Do you get all tingly inside too?
What? No, of course not. Not like that anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Perhaps it's just the reasoning for those acts you don't accept.
And how adept must one become at making excuses for one's actions if suffering is the result? How long before you stop making excuses at all? It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side, but I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must. How can I help?
Anything else to talk about? No.
Then I suggest we...
Anything else to talk about?
Yes, what?
Yes. You've been very quiet lately. Do you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Oh, poor baby. You need filling in on some detail.
You want to be smart, do you? Fine. So long as I get some questions answered. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. I've been watching you. You can be cruel and impulsive, a Jedi without self-control or training, and yet the Council sends you on your way. Why? I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Bastila and I have a bond. We have to do this together. That's all I'm going to say.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I'm not going to betray you, and I'm not Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Watch, then I'll talk to him. He's all happy again.
Yes, what's the
Yeah, what's up? Nothing.
You got it.
You betcha, buddy. I got you. Alright, let's bounce. Oh god. What is this, Zalbar? Checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. What do you mean? Someone's been in the emergency stash food mission. I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. Might want to check out the food stores on the next time you're in the cargo hold. I'll go do that. I know exactly what's in there. I'm gonna tell her to hit the fucking bricks, because I'm an asshole now. And we don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Alright, so the food seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be another explanation. Examine it more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. Can't remember where she is. Here it is. She's hiding in here, I think. Oh. Actually, you know what? I think you can... I can't remember how to get this mission. Where the fuck was she? You just gotta walk around until you find them. Hell is this bitch? I can't remember. Oh, wait a minute. You bitch! I found you. No abs, no abs. Where'd you come from? God, I don't even know what the fuck she's saying. The abs, mi hoot bad lias, aunts. I don't know what you're saying. Wait. Oh, you're out of here. Off my ship. Ah, me the boss, bristag, bad liars. What's the problem? You bamina, what? Sure, whatever you say. You begone Deezen. What? You're speaking gibberish.
Mucho shakapaka.
You but me Capsy? You're Stowaway, aren't you? How long have you been here? Not understanding. Name? My name's Danky8000. You are?
Mucho shakapaka.
Sasha. You from Sasha Terrace? Okay. How'd you get on the ship, Sasha? God, she's an idiot. Okay.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Okay. Sasha na Esawan Britstag me laughs. Fucking goddamn it. Speaking of Mandalorian.
Tipuna.
Mandalorian.
Kichu.
Is not gone decent Mandalorian abs. So you do know of them.
Selima wanga kunbi.
Mana East One. Okay, whatever. I can understand Mandalorian, but your words are all mixed up. Clearly. How'd you get here on the ship, Sasha? God, she's an idiot. Okay, right. Skip. Let's learn her language. Not Esawan.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
I need to hear more.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Esawan is sea, but Na Esawan is hide.
Tonki ba non ton.
I didn't get all of that for sure.
Selima wanga kun.
Bristag, what is
Dong
that?
abuk shami no nok.
Ship, probably. Something around
Mucho
here?
shakapaka.
Starship.
Dong abuk
Bristag.
shami no nok.
So basically, I think she's saying the ship was safe and she was hiding on it. Basically. Everything is safe, is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
You sleep there?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Home. Leif says home. The ship is her home. The ship is your home.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
You're hiding this. It's your home. I
Mucho
understand.
shakapaka.
What is Gondizen?
Mucho shakapaka.
What about it?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Oh, you like me.
Mucho shakapaka.
You like me. I understand.
Selima wanga kun.
Now abs. That's when you first found it.
Kipuna. Bona na
Hurt.
kichu.
Hurt. Yes, very bad. Stop that.
Kipuna. Bona na.
It's to hurt. Not abs. It's not hurt. Is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
So you won't hurt me. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Yum. So what word is
Dong
that?
abuk shami no nok.
Oh, God. You want something from elsewhere?
Mucho shakapaka.